Today's video is absolutely massive because I've got incredible news that you won't want to miss. $3,900 stimulus checks have just been approved. And if you're receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, you'll definitely want to stick around because I'm breaking down everything you need to know about who's eligible and how to make sure you get your payment. This is huge news that could put thousands of dollars in your pocket, so let's dive right in. Before we get into all the details, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important updates like this one. And if you find this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel and allows me to keep bringing you the latest news. Now, I know many of you have been asking, when will we get more financial support? And who exactly qualifies for these new stimulus checks? Well, today I'm answering all of these questions and more. The government has just approved this new round of stimulus payments, and it's specifically targeting Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients who have been hit hard by inflation and rising costs. Let's start with the biggest question on everyone's mind: who exactly is eligible for these $3,900 stimulus checks? First and foremost, if you're currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits, you're likely to be included in this round of payments. This means if you're over 62 and receiving your regular Social Security benefits, you should be on the lookout for this additional support. But what about SSI recipients? Yes, supplemental security income beneficiaries are also included in this stimulus package. If you're receiving SSI benefits, you're likely eligible for these new payments as well. This is particularly important because SSI recipients often have limited income and resources, making this additional support even more crucial. And I haven't forgotten about our SSDI recipients. If you're receiving Social Security disability insurance, you're also potentially eligible for these new stimulus checks. This is fantastic news for millions of Americans who rely on disability benefits and have been struggling with increased living costs. Now, you might be wondering, what about income limits? That's a great question. Unlike previous stimulus payments, this round has specific income thresholds designed to target those who need it most. For individual recipients, your annual income must be under $75,000 to receive the full amount. For married couples filing jointly, the threshold is $150,000. These limits ensure that the support reaches those who truly need it most. But here's something really important that you need to know, and this is where many people get confused. The $3,900 amount isn't necessarily going to come as one lump sum payment. Instead, it's being distributed in multiple payments throughout the year. This is actually good news because it provides more consistent support rather than a one-time boost. Let me break down how these payments will work. The total amount will be divided into monthly installments, helping recipients better manage their finances and ensure steady support throughout the year. This approach has been specifically designed to provide more sustainable assistance to beneficiaries. Now, I know some of you are probably asking, do I need to apply for these payments? This is where it gets even better for most recipients. No additional application will be necessary. If you're already receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, the government already has your information and will automatically process your stimulus payments. However, and this is crucial, there are some situations where you might need to take action. If you've recently moved or changed banks, you'll want to make sure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration. You can do this easily through your My Social Security account online or by contacting your local Social Security office. Let's talk about timing because I know that's on everyone's mind. The rollout of these payments is scheduled to begin in the coming weeks, but it's important to note that not everyone will receive their payments at the exact same time. The distribution will be staggered, similar to how regular Social Security payments are sent out. Here's something else you need to know, and this is really important. These stimulus payments won't affect your regular benefits. I've seen a lot of confusion about this in the comments section of my previous videos. These payments are completely separate from your regular Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, and receiving them won't reduce or impact your usual monthly payments in any way. But wait, there's more. For those of you who have dependent children, there might be additional support available. The government has included provisions for qualifying dependents, which could mean extra assistance for families. This is particularly important for grandparents who are raising grandchildren or disabled adults who have dependent children. Now, let's address another common question I've been getting: will these payments be taxed? The answer is no, these stimulus payments are not considered taxable income. You won't need to report them on your tax return, and they won't affect your tax situation for the year. I want to take a moment to address something really important, and please pay attention to this part. Unfortunately, whenever there are new government benefits announced, scammers try to take advantage of the situation. Remember, you will never be asked to pay a fee to receive these stimulus payments. If anyone contacts you claiming you need to pay to get your stimulus check, that's a scam. Here's another crucial tip: the government will not call, email, or text you asking for personal information related to these payments. If you receive any such communications, do not respond and definitely don't share any personal information. The Social Security Administration already has the information they need to process your payments. Let's talk about what you should do while waiting for your payment. First, make sure you have direct deposit set up with the Social Security Administration. This is the fastest way to receive your payments. If you prefer paper checks, that's fine too, but be aware that they may take longer to arrive. For those of you wondering about retroactive payments, yes, there are provisions for catch-up payments if you qualify but don't receive your payment right away. The government has systems in place to ensure that eligible recipients don't miss out on any payments they're entitled to receive. Here's something else that's really interesting, and I haven't seen many people talking about this. These stimulus payments are also designed to help offset the increased cost of living we've all been experiencing. They're part of a broader effort to provide additional support to those who rely on fixed incomes through Social Security programs. Now, I want to address a question that keeps coming up in my comments: what if I receive multiple types of benefits? For example, if you receive both Social Security Retirement and SSI, you'll still only receive one stimulus payment. The government has systems in place to prevent duplicate payments. But here's something really important that I want you all to know, and this could affect when you receive your payment. The distribution schedule is partly based on the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. This is similar to how regular Social Security payments are distributed, so keep this in mind when expecting your payment. I also want to mention something about advocacy because this is really important. If you're having trouble with your payment or have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your local Social Security office or contact your congressional representative's office. They often have staff dedicated to helping constituents with these kinds of issues. Before we wrap up, let me share some practical advice about what to do once you receive your payment. Consider creating a plan for how you'll use these funds. While it might be tempting to spend it all at once, remember that these payments are designed to provide support over time. Consider using them for essential expenses or creating an emergency fund if possible. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about future stimulus payments. While nothing is guaranteed, I'll keep you updated on any new developments or additional support programs that might become available. That's why it's so important to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. You'll be the first to know about any new developments. Let's talk about some additional resources that might be helpful. The Social Security Administration's website has a dedicated section for stimulus payment information, and they regularly update it with new details. I'll put that link in the description below for easy reference. If you're still with me, you're probably wondering what steps you should take right now. Here's what I recommend. First, make sure your contact information and direct deposit details are up to date with the Social Security Administration. Second, keep an eye on your bank account or mailbox for the payment. And third, be patient. Remember that payments are being distributed over time.